Squid Game is a brutal survival story and a cruel mirror held up to society. But through the lens of Stoicism, it becomes something deeper. A story about the human soul under pressure and one man's slow, painful awakening to duty, virtue, and self-mastery in a world built on desperation. The rich watch, the poor play. The prize is life itself. But to win, you must gamble your soul. And buried beneath its spectacle of terror is something ancient, something philosophical, a question older than Rome. What do you control when the world controls everything? The Stoics, warriors and emperors of thought, taught that the only thing truly ours is our response. Not our wealth, not our health, not our fate. In a world on fire, we are asked only to tend our inner flame. And if there's a modern character who walks that tightrope between destruction and dignity, it's Seong Gi-hun. Gi-hun is no Stoic sage. He's flawed, impulsive, wounded by the weight of modern life. He's a gambling addict, a failed father, a man so suffocated by debt and regret that he volunteers for a deadly game because he has nothing left to lose. But the genius of his arc, and especially his chilling return in the final season, is not in his perfection, but in his awakening. He's the man who looks into the machinery of evil and refuses to become a part of it. In a place built to grind people down into animals, he fights, not just to survive, but to remain human. And when the game is long over for most, he continues to wrestle with the one battle Stoicism holds sacred, the war within. Between selfishness and sacrifice, fear and courage, impulse and reason. And in that battle, Gi-hun begins to walk the Stoic path, even if he doesn't realize it yet. The series doesn't show us a man healed. It shows us a man tested, again and again. And this time, the stakes are far greater than his own life. With every step he takes, every quiet decision he makes, we see a shift. Not toward vengeance, but toward purpose. The old Gi-hun might have run. The new Gi-hun walks toward the fire, not because he expects to win, but because he knows he must face it. And that's the essence of Stoicism. Duty without reward, action without applause. He carries his grief like armor now, not as a burden, but as a reminder. He knows the world is broken. But the Stoics never said to fix the world. They said to fix yourself, to live rightly in a wrong world, to speak truth in a rigged system, to choose virtue even when no one sees. And so he does. His eyes are no longer desperate, they're clear. He walks into places where no sane person would tread, and yet he walks with calm. Like Marcus Aurelius in the chaos of war, or Epictetus in the face of cruelty, Gi-hun has become what the Stoics would call a sage in training. Not perfect, but resolved. The Stoics never promised comfort. They promised clarity, and Squid Game, for all its horror, offers exactly that. A chilling mirror to our own lives, and a brutal reminder that even in the darkest game, you can still play with honor. Gi-hun doesn't chase glory. He carries out his mission with a quiet kind of fury, like a man bound to an oath no one else understands. He's not just playing the game anymore. He's playing against it. And through that resistance, he becomes something rare. A man who suffers with purpose. A man who chooses to act, not for reward, but because it is right. In the language of the Stoics, he's not free because he escaped the game. He's free because the game no longer owns him. And in a world designed to crush the soul, Gi-hun chooses to remain human. And in doing so, he wins a far greater game. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you joining our journey through the profound philosophy of Stoicism in daily life and pop culture. We'll see you on the next one.